Hey, how's it going today? So, I want to dive into a conversation about how to make life a little less complicated. So, this is for anyone who's really struggling with purpose in life, struggling with getting things organized. You're struggling with just feeling overwhelmed where you're at in life. All right, listen tight, let's dive into this together. One strategy that can be helpful has to do with this cartoon that I used to watch when I was little. I think it was Bugs Bunny, and they would always have these images where the cartoon character, say Bugs Bunny, would be in a restaurant and he would be holding like 15 plates, right? So you kind of see this, right? So he's got like 7 plates here he's holding, and another like 20 plates here, and he's trying to juggle these plates as he's bringing them to the customers at the restaurant. And I find it funny. I found it funny as a kid. My kids watch it with me, and we find it humorous. And so that's the cartoon part, right? And you're probably thinking, okay, so get to the point. How does this help me? Now, how it helps is understanding that sometimes in life we become overwhelmed because we are trying to address too many things at once. We're trying to hold all of these plates all at once in order to somehow deal with all of them and then move forward. So the strategy here is that we first start with acknowledgement, reflection, understanding. Why do I feel the way that I do? Okay, I feel the way that I do because I'm trying to hold all of these problems and difficulties all at once and solve them all at once. Okay, that's going to be tough. That's going to be difficult. Now, strategy number 2 is we transition from that and then we go, what's the next step? The next step is that I get one of these plates and I put the rest of them down because we know how life is. Life is going to always present us with opportunities to overcome challenges, to gain praise, to move forward, to fall back down, to get back up. Life will always present us with these type of factors. So now that you have this plate, right? Get this plate, just one plate, not 20 at once, just one plate, and put it there in front of you, right? And then when you have this plate in front of you, maybe that means you're putting it on a sheet of paper so you're able to see all the issues that are connected to this plate. And then from there, break it down even more. Break it down where you have one of those issues from that plate. So I'm trying to make this very visual for you. You have a plate, you've got chicken, potatoes, macaroni, and cheese. Instead of dealing with all those at once, you get that plate and maybe you deal with the chicken at once. But let's say the chicken is a thigh and a drum, right? Maybe you break that and deal with it one at a time. It's a little humor there, but you get the point. I like to do these activities with individuals who struggle with ADHD, where let's say you have a homework assignment, such like a homework assignment in math class. Instead of saying, oh man, I've got a lot of math homework to do, you break that down and you go, okay, I have 20 problems. 10 are in multiplication, 10 are subtraction. Well, now you just have 10 problems of multiplication. Do those and then move to the next one and then move to the next one. So that's the second step that we talked about there. The third step is once you achieve, right, one of these items on the plate, reflect on that. So if you're able to deal with one of the issues on that plate that was so overwhelming, reflect on it. Give yourself praise. Say, you know what? I'm proud of me for being able to address that. See how that makes you feel. See if that helps your level of self-care, your wellness. And then that energy that comes from there, that allows you to then go back to that plate, to those issues that were overwhelming, and you're able to address them in a very structured and organized format, one by one, versus the alternative where, we started this video and it was about being overwhelmed, right? And having all of these issues that you're trying to deal with at once. So again, it's a very black and white strategy. I do want to encourage having that structure, going from the example I gave you of Bugs Bunny holding all these plates all the way down until you just have one little item. You check that one off the list, you reflect on it to make sure you're feeling good about those changes you're making. And then that energy there you utilize to move forward. All right? I hope that these videos are helpful. I hope that you're able to gain insight and direction in your life. And I hope that you're smiling more days than not.